So the examples here involve the expression of a quantity as a fraction of another quantity. And as a general rule, the 2 points I would like you to remember. You want to express A as a fraction of B, your answer is going to be a fraction, and your denominator is always going to be the number that follows of. So in this case, our denominator is going to be B. So A as a fraction of B is going to be A divided by B. Second point is A and B must be in the same unit. A and B must have the same units. And this second point will become clearer shortly. So in the first case, we're required to express 10 days, notice the unit of days, as a fraction of 100 days. So our answer is going to be 10 days divided by 100 days. Remember, A as a fraction of B is going to be A over B. 10 days as a fraction of 100 days is going to be 10 days divided by 100 days. So we have the correct form, and because the units are the same, they cancel out. So our result is 10 over 100, which is a fraction in its own right, but it can be simplified further. This 0 will cancel this 0, which gives 1 divided by 10. In case 2, we're required to express 5 hours and 30 minutes as a fraction of 1 day. So our result is, well, let's do this. The first step we should actually take here is just let's make sure our two values have the same units. So in this case, we're talking about time. Here we have units of days, and here we have units of hours and minutes. So it's all a bit scattered at the moment. So let's decide that we want all our time to be in minutes. I could have said hours, I could have said seconds, but I just chosen minutes. So 5 hours and 30 minutes in minutes is what? Well, we already have the 30 minutes in minutes, so we're really interested in converting the 5 hours to 2 minutes. So we have 5 hours, which is the same thing as 5 times 60 minutes. 5 hours plus 30 minutes. So 5 hours is 5 times 60 minutes plus 30 minutes. What's 5 times 60? That's 300 plus 30. So we have 330 minutes. So in case you're a bit confused, I'll just kind of make it clearer what I just did. 5 hours and 30 minutes is the same thing as 5 hours plus 30 minutes. And what I just did here is I've converted this 5 hours to minutes. You know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So in order to get 5 hours, I just multiply both sides by 5. Left hand side times 5 gives 5 hours. So the right hand side times 5 is going to be 5 times 60 minutes. So 5 hours is 300 minutes, which is what we have here. So 5 hours and 30 minutes in minutes is 330 minutes. 1 day in minutes is what? Well, 1 day is 24 hours. And you know that 24 hours, well, 1 hour is 60 minutes, so 24 hours is 24 times 60 minutes. Why? Because just started from this expression, you multiply the left hand side by 24, you get 24 hours, and you multiply the right hand side by 24, you get 24 times 60 minutes. So 24 hours is 24 times 60 minutes. (24 times 60 is 1,440). So now this question is the same thing as saying express 330 minutes as a fraction of 1,440 minutes, and our answer is simply equal to 330 minutes divided by 1,440 minutes. So because the units are the same, minutes will cancel minutes. So we're left with 330 over 1,440. The 0 cancels the 0. This gives 33 divided by 144. 11 here is 3. 11 here. Okay, 11 can't go here. 3 in 33 rather is 11. And 3 in 144 is 48. So this gives 11 divided by 48. Next question, we're required to express 30 minutes as a fraction of 2.5 hours. Now, as you notice, we have minutes here and hours. So our time values here are not in the same units. So let's convert them to, let's ensure they're in the same unit. So this is question 3. Let's stick to minutes. So I just have to convert 2.5 hours to minutes. Now, if 1 hour is 60 minutes, 2.5 hours is equal to 2.5 times 60 minutes, which is equal to 150 minutes. So moving from this line to this line, I'll just multiply the left hand side by 2.5 to get 2.5 hours, and I multiply the right hand side by 2.5. So instead of 2.5 hours, you can think of this as 150 minutes. So the question might as well be saying express 30 minutes as a fraction of 150 minutes, and therefore the answer is 30 divided by 150. Well, the minutes you can write, but they will cancel out. The 0 cancels the 0. 3 here 1, 3 here 5. So we have 1 divided by 5 as the answer. So the answer for question 3 is 1 divided by 5. 1 over 5. For question 4, case 4, we're required to express 500 grams as a fraction of 1 kilogram. Again, the units differ. We need our values, these are for weights, to have the same units. So I'm going to suggest that we stick to grams. So we have 500 grams here. I'm going to convert this 1 kilogram to grams. Now, as you know, 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So I'm expressing 500 grams as a fraction of 1 kilogram. What I'm going to be writing is 500 grams divided by 1 kilogram. Of course, the units are different here, so I'm going to write this as 500 grams divided by, what's a kilogram in grams? 1,000 grams. 1, 2, 3. So the units cancel out, and then we have 0 cancelling 0, 0 cancelling 0. We're left with 5 over 10 as a fraction. Remember, we're expressing something as a fraction of another, so the answer is going to be a fraction. 5 divided by 10 is what? 5 here 1, 5 here 2. So the answer is 1 divided by 2.